Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Mike Kelly, and we're Real Estate Jerky Daily. A few minutes later today because it is Rotary Day.
Rotary.
And we had the Modesto Fire Department
Chief Kevin Wise,
Deputy Chief of Turlock Series and Modesto, I guess.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. Once I got the clicker to work for him, that was weird.
No, he pushed the middle button.
Oh, up top?
Well, he pushed the cursor one.
Gotcha.
Instead of the right or left.
Yeah.
So it wasn't you. It was him.
Pilot error.
Yes, very much so.
Oh, well, it worked out.
I thought I fixed that damn shit yesterday.
Damn shit.
Here's the connection to my other accounts. All right, let's get moving.
So what do you got? You got some stuff, but was that read yesterday?
No.
Okay, good. Initial jobless claims.
That's today, Thursday. Thursday's initial jobless claims.
I know.
Which measures individual filings for unemployment benefits for the first time was reported at 219,000 claims for last week, which represents a decrease of 12,000 from the previous week revised figure of 231,000, which is fewer than the expectation of 230. So basically they're expecting 230 and we got 219. Continuing claims also decrease.
Wow.
They were expecting 1.84 million and we got 1.829 million. What does that mean?
People are going back to work, maybe?
Or they're just not getting fired or laid off yet, or who knows. But one more thing, let's go to existing home sales, and I'm going to get into some other stuff. Existing home sales, which tracks closing of existing homes. That's houses that have been built and then lived in.
So they're existing.
Yeah, they've been lived in.
Okay.
Decreased by 2.5% in August at a 3.86 million annualized pace, which was below the 3.9 million estimate. Supply was up 19.8% from a year ago, and the median existing home price was $422,600. Now on a 13 months of consecutive year-over-year price gains, meaning no bubble.
No. Haven't we been saying that for a couple of years?
Yes,
no bubble,
yes.
Except for that one guy in Vegas. There's going to be a bubble.
Yeah, he was wrong. I don't see him posting anymore. But he wanted everybody to know that so he could buy the real estate.
Yeah.
All right.
Away,
so
not time to buy.
I've had so many people reach out and go, I hear interest rates are 4.25%.
I don't think they are.
No, Fed funds rate, which is only short-term rates, which is for credit cards. So the prime rate, those type of things, the Fed lowered it a half. They were expecting a quarter. They did a half, but I'd say 85% of us expected a half.
Mm-hmm.
Did that help mortgages? No. It actually, we gave some back. Rates went up just a little bit.
I did see that from an intelligent loan officer that I know. It wasn't you, but it was another one that's kind of intelligent like you. But he posted, he said, we got good news, and then we gave some stuff back.
Right.
So interest rates went up.
Mortgage rates have nothing to do with Fed.
Right.
Because here's an example. When rates went up in the 2% a while back, right? And 2 years ago, or whenever it was, they started going up. Did Fed raise rates yet? No, they waited and waited, but mortgage rates were up like 2%, almost 3%. And then the Fed did, we got to catch up. We got to do a quarter every time we do. And eventually they slowed going up. They still went up, but it's just, they're not the same thing. The mortgage-backed securities are based off of what's going on in the market, the fear, everything else. Hi, Mike. There was a hi, Mike, for you.
Was it my auntie?
Yeah, probably.
It's my auntie, my favorite auntie. Hi, darling.
So, I mean, because everybody's like, and then I'm hearing from economists, they said I shouldn't refinance till next year because we might go down another quarter. We might.
Yeah.
We might not do anything. We might be, because right now, look at everything coming out. Retail sales was up.
Yeah.
Some other stuff is up. And now we talked about unemployment's down. Why would they lower?
Right.
Why would they do anything?
Yeah, because it looks like recovery.
Right. And so the question really is, what should you do? Well, a bird in the hand's better than two in a bush, my grandfather said. And right now they're offering incentive to refinance, which that incentive, once things go down, will be gone.
My grandfather said a drink in the hand is better than two at the bar.
A drink at home is cheaper than two at the bar.
That's very, very true.
So don't stop. And please, agents, stay in your lane.
Yeah.
Stop posting rates are down and continue to go down.
Yeah.
Because, I'm going to start posting house values are dropping. Don't buy.
Oh gosh,
'Cause-
people don't, and I like that. I like that you said stay in your lane. You don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you shouldn't
The
be.
realtor doesn't know what
You
they're
shouldn't
talking
be.
about.
You should
That's
not be
what
posting
they
anything
do.
about rates.
Yeah.
Do you have your NMLS license? Yes or no?
No.
No. Then don't talk about rates.
But I subscribe to an MLS.
Don't talk rates.
Yeah.
You shouldn't. It's not your thing. Because what happens is now all this bad information's out there. The people who know what's going
Confusing
on,
people.
yeah, we have to explain, and they're like, "Huh? I heard this." Yeah, well, you get 50% of the economists have no idea what they're talking about.
And what are the other 50%?
They might know.
Okay. Realtor, I know what realtors are doing. They're just trying to get the phones to ring or get the inquirers to come in, but it's false information. And when people find out the real information, they're going to be kind of pissed at you. So stay in your lane. And what does this all point at? When's the best time to buy, Ed?
10 years ago today.
Exactly.
I mean, you and I talk about a bunch of other stuff. I do have my real estate broker's license,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
I don't use it. I understand real estate, but I stay in my lane and let you talk about it. There's sometimes I do add a little bit, but just because you need to focus on what you do best. That's it.
Yeah.
And telling people on social media that you have no idea what you're talking about is not the best thing for you to do.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I mean, I think Alvita made a post about it.
Yeah, she did yesterday, and she got a pretty good response, I think.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many people making, Fed lower rate. Who gives a frick? You should have been talking to your clients way before that.
Yeah.
About refinancing and other stuff, because rates have been down for weeks and it had nothing to do with what the Fed did.
Yeah. Well, what I like about Alvina is when she makes a post, it's very factual. It's very straight to the point, and there's no gray area. She understands her stuff. I understand my stuff too. I just don't post. And it's nice to hear see a post from her where she's trying to correct everybody for saying some of the dumb stuff that they're saying. Rates are at 4.25. Give me a break.
Yeah. I mean, Fed fund rates, yes, but that has nothing to do with mortgage rates.
Right.
And I had one of my clients reach out and go, my mother-in-law said rates are 4.25. Okay, well, your mother-in-law has no idea what you're talking about.
Well, see, and I think
Fed fund rate.
I think that kind of advice is what led to a lot of people walking away from their homes, doing short sales, or doing what we used to call a dine and dash, a buy and dash. Is, wow, prices are so low right now. I'm going to buy a much nicer house in a better location, and then I'm going to feign that I need to do a short sale because I had to move closer to my work. My neighbor across the street asked me to list his house, and I said, "Why are you short selling it?" And he says, "Well, I had to get closer to my work." Well, where's your work? Stockton. Where'd you move? Riverbank. You didn't get closer to your work.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I did a lot of stuff back then where I helped people become to get the shorts, to be able to have a hardship, to get rid of it. Because just to get rid of your house, that's not a hardship, right? Because you're underwater. But if you bought another house and then you can't rent your other house for what the mortgage payment is, that's a hardship.
That's a hardship,
yeah.
Right?
And I understand what you're saying, but I helped a lot of people get out of some really bad situations and in much better situations. And yes, they could have stayed, and then eventually 20 years later been out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I did not like dine and dashers. Did not like it. I knew what they were doing.
God's calling. God's calling.
What? Hello? No, I'm not ready. I think I have a few more weeks. Who is that?
I have no idea. It's coming. I can't shut it down.
Oh, there you go.
Because I don't have my watch on. I have a real watch on.
Oh, well, I don't think the listeners or watchers could hear it.
I don't know.
Could they?
I don't know. I don't think they can, but we can.
We could.
All right. So
could you tell by our looks?
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's all I have for today.
Yeah. Lots of listings came in. I want to see what the state numbers are, but we had our sales meeting. Today? Thursday,
Chuck
2 days ago.
We could what, Chuck?
We could.
Chuck would if
wood could Chuck wood. What are you going to Chuck wood? What are you going to wood, Chuck?
We could. We could. We could what?
Miss you, Chuck. I haven't heard the phone. Oh.
Let me answer it then.
Yeah. Hello, Chuck. Were you calling?
That's the problem about using using Apple and everything's connected. I forgot to turn on the do not,
the do not disturb.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, I think there's an increase in listings in the Modesto area.
Good.
Our office talked about a bunch of new listings coming across the board. So I have a feeling this weekend's going to be kind of warm. I bet there'll be quite a few open houses. So
it's going to be warm.
Go out and buy a house because today's the best day, or 10 years ago to buy a house.
You think it's going to be warm?
Says it's going to be in the hundreds, isn't it?
90.
Okay, that's close.
No, 99 next Tuesday and 95 on the following Saturday. Other than that, we're 90, 85, 93, 90, and 88.
That's not bad.
88
weather.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Maybe I can get in the pool one last time before.
Dude, I jumped in the other day after my ruck, and I was like, wow, it's cold. 67.
So you're going to start doing your cold plunges again?
Yeah, it's almost time to do cold plunges.
Here's what my auntie says, so she could hear the phone too.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I have.
All right, me too. Go out and buy a home.
Rates are not that, they're lower. The Fannie Mae puts out the rate weekly, what they think rates are, and they're at 6 1/8.
And don't you think they already put out rates commiserate to what they thought was going to happen with the Fed, even though it has nothing to do with it? But rates had already dropped a little bit before the Fed spoke.
The rates dropped a lot way before the Fed was. There's an announcement coming on. They had nothing to do with that. Had all the other stuff we saw and everything else that was happening with unemployment and all. They're up to that point. But again, it's. People are like, should I not, I'm getting a 5.875 and it's only costing me the appraisal. Oh, not even the appraisal. It's costing me like $700. Should I wait to refinance?
Why would you?
When you're saving $600 and you don't even know what's going to happen potentially.
Yeah.
Because if something doesn't happen the way we want it to happen, it could get way worse. Because someone could go, let's spend another $2 trillion.
Yeah. Because I don't think Ukraine's
because
it's not our money.
And they were talking about how all that money is funneling back to politicians.
Yep. I always said it was money laundering.
Yeah.
It's just washing the hands of the other people that are feeding themselves.
Yep. All right. Make it a great day. Thanks for being here. And we really appreciate you. We'll be back tomorrow and we'll have the state numbers tomorrow.
And remember, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't drown them.
Have a great day, realtors. Stay in your lane. Yes, sir, Chuck. You tell everybody.
Yes, sir, Chuck.
Yeah.
Bye, kids.
Bye. Make it a great day.